Have you ever felt like you're not good enough, that someone else is better than you in everything? If so, you are not alone. Many people struggle with comparison and its negative effects. So let's learn about the impact of comparison on our lives. To start, I have a short story for you. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a young boy named Alex. He had always been curious and full of energy. Every day, he would run to the village square, eager to play and make new friends. But as Alex grew older, he started to notice something unusual. He saw that some of his friends were better at certain things than he was. Some were smarter, others were stronger, and a few more were talented. Feeling a pain of insecurity, Alex began comparing himself to them. He thought, if only I were as clever as Sam or as popular as Sarah, then maybe I would be happy. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months. Yet Alex's comparisons never seemed to end. No matter how much he achieved, there was always someone else who seemed to have it better. One afternoon, while sitting by a peaceful pond, Alex saw a reflection of his own face in the water. He observed deeply, and in that moment, something changed within him. He realized that comparing himself to others brought him nothing but dissatisfaction and unhappiness. With newfound clarity, Alex decided to embrace his own uniqueness. He understood that his own journey was different from anyone else, and that comparing himself to others was simply a waste of time. From that day forward, Alex focused on nurturing his own passions. He discovered his love for painting and spent countless hours creating magnificent artworks. He pursued his dreams without worrying about how they compared to others. As time went by, Alex's artworks brought joy to many people. They marveled at his unique style and creativity. The village praised his talent, not because it was better or worse than others, but because it was a genuine expression of his own self. And so, remember this valuable lesson that Alex learned. Comparison never leads to true happiness. Celebrate your own journey, embrace your individuality, and remember that your worth is not defined by how you measure up to others. Let Alex's story be a reminder that we are all on our own path, and it is in embracing our difference that we find true fulfillment. Dear friends, do you find yourself comparing to others? If so, let me share something fascinating with you. Imagine you reach the point of becoming what you always aspire to be, and now you are on par with the person you compare yourself to. But what if someone else comes along, someone even better than that person? You'd soon find yourself making comparisons again, only to discover that there is yet another person who excels in comparison to the previous one. This cycle of comparison will never end, because there will always be individuals who are better than us in various aspects of life. By constantly comparing ourselves to others, we definitely miss out on the amazing feelings and the countless opportunities to become something even more extraordinary. Guys, you are wasting your time to compare yourself with others. You have forgotten that you are unique. You have different dreams, you have different circumstances, and if you were in better circumstances, then you would have become far better than the person with whom you compared. But looking at where you belong, considering your circumstances, it's much more than the guy who you compared with. Never forget where you belong and what you have achieved even in your top situations. Look how far you have come, what you were and what you are now. And it's okay to be less than someone. Maybe they were in better circumstances. Maybe they have supportive people around them. It may seem like you have achieved less, but considering your circumstances, you may have achieved greater despite the tough situations than those who you consider better than you. Comparing yourself with others yields only dissatisfaction and unhappiness. Instead, why not compare yourself with previous self? Analyze who you were in the past and who you are now. By comparing yourself with your old self, you can experience a sense of progress, achievement, satisfaction, and happiness. If you find that you are better than previous self, unexpected happiness and satisfaction will follow. However, if you realize that you are not making progress, it becomes a matter worth considering. While you may look around and perceive yourself as better than many people, it is meaningless if you are not growing and progressing. And even that's why comparison is so harmful. If you see yourself as better than others, you may hinder your own growth, thinking that you have already achieved everything. This kind of comparison holds you back from learning, growing, and making progress. On the other hand, if you compare yourself to your previous self and find areas that need improvement or something new to learn, you can become a better person. This is the greatest advantage of comparing yourself to your previous self. Self-comparison helps you to identify your weakness, allowing you to work on them in order to become a better person. Comparing yourself with others may not help you to grow. In fact, it can cultivate envy, jealousy, and negativity. However, self-comparison always helps you to become a better person. When you compare yourself with your past self and identify areas for improvement, you can grow without experiencing envy, jealousy, or negativity. Instead, it enhances your kindness, compassion, and positivity. When you stop comparing yourself with others, you can feel a sense of freedom because you don't have to work to impress or prove someone. You can put all your focus on your goals. You don't waste your time thinking about what people think about you. You become more confident and more productive in your work. Self-comparison not only helps you become more focused on your work, but it also helps in becoming a better human being. When you stop comparing others with each other, you shift your focus towards discussing events and ideas instead of talking about people. By refraining from making comparisons, many individuals will value and respect you more. They will admire your ability to engage in meaningful conversation about important matters. Comparing yourself or others to other people can stop you from growing in life. You'll spend your whole life comparing and it will never end. Sometimes comparison affects us so badly that we become too attached to being better than others and we forget our original goal and dreams. When we realize this, it might be too late to go back. So don't waste your time on comparison. If you do, you will end your life with a lot of regret. So the best way to overcome comparing with others is to try to compare yourself with your previous self. Each time you think about comparing yourself with others, take some time to compare yourself with who you were before. That's very healthy comparison. Each time you compare yourself, if you find yourself growing, then it will motivate you. And if you find that you are not growing or improving, then you get an opportunity to work on your weakness and make a change. But let's say if you compare yourself with someone who is weaker, then you will feel very motivated. You will feel like you have achieved a lot of things in life and you may not work to grow yourself. Or let's say you compare yourself with someone who is better than you and you start working to be better than him, ignoring all your other things to do. And you may be better than him, and again you may see someone better than him, and again you'll chase to be better than him, and again you'll end your life trying to be better than someone else. But you'll end your life missing the amazing feeling of being yourself and your own dreams. So now you have understood why you should not compare yourself with others. Now you know how harmful it is. So stop comparing yourself with others and try to be better than you were before. And thank you so much for tuning into Dynamic Motivation and Learning. And if you like the video, then hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends who need to stop comparing themselves with others. And until the next video, stay tuned and keep striving for greatness in your life.